ramification over there.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, ramification needed. Hello, welcome to Bellatini Art. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Alley Cat. How are you? How was your Monday? How was school? Hey, Cat, how are you? How was your Monday? How was school? Okay. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even have to adjust.
My thumbs up says 0. You show thumbs up?
I show 1.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Love you. Love you. Have well, showers are fun. She just cleaned our entire kitchen, like mopped floors, did all the things. And now she's like a sweaty Betty, so she's over there gonna go take a shower. Who's ready for this page tonight? Who is it? Who's ready? Come on, tell me. Thank you for those thumbs up. Thumbs up. I wanted to show you a little bit about how I kept working. The 5-color challenge with the 2 mermaids in Atlantis from Hannah Carlson. I did 2 lives, and I decided that this would take me a very, very long time to do live, what I'm going to do to this page. So I'll just keep making some shorts and things like that, and we'll go from there. Hello, Robin. Hello, Amy. Hello, Nessa. So I'm going to get this as close as I can right now. But this is like, I did this skin color. Well, look, I did that skin color last night live. And then I went in and refined it a little bit. That's probably better lighting for you guys. Yeah. So I did this, and then I filled in a little bit more of her fin, and it's going like this. And so I did more of this up here, and then I also started on this up here. So this is, I'm actually only going to use 3 colors on probably the whole thing. But this took forever, and I'm not happy with it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it off. The paper really is like warped and done. Doesn't want to take on anything else water-based. So I'm just using the pencils dry instead of wet now, and I'm going to get that vibrant mix. And that's the beautiful thing about Inktense, is that you just can keep on blending. It's beautiful. So hopefully you guys try that. Oh goodness, state testing is no fun. I don't at all. I don't know. I don't wish that upon people. I don't know. Some people thrive with stuff like that, right? But for me, testing is a very debilitating thing. I instantly stop knowing anything. Looking for one more flippy poo. I don't know if I can find one right now because everything seems to be a little bit wow. So I tried something new today. You guys want to hear what it is? It was pretty cool, actually. Okay, so tonight we are going to do some Neo 2s for background. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I think what I'm going to do is start with some... Ooh, my crayon just broke. That is tragic. Oh, look. I mean, it's not like it's wasted. It's just kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I've never even used the color. Well, dang it. All right, so I'm going to get started. Anybody have any questions? How is everybody? If you don't mind hitting those thumbs up for me. Even you lurkers, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you want to see like a little bit of that skin process, the skin color process I did with the 3 colors, I did a short on it. So you're welcome to take a look at that if you're curious or ask questions. I'm happy to help and answer questions on how to shade with the Derwent ink tints, just using 3. Hello, Lori. How are you today? What you working on? Oh, I hate paying bills. That is like triggering. Oh, bill paying. You can ask Sarah. I do it, and I like just get it done. And it's like no matter how much money is or isn't left over, like I deal with it. But I just hate spending money on stuff like that. I'll never like it. I'm pretty old now, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to it. Hello, Michelle. Michelle has gone, but Michelle is here. The purveyor, the ZD master. Sorry, I'm taking a little overboard there. Oh, calm down. Calm down, everybody. No, not everybody. Me. Everybody tells me that. Calm down, Jess. So what do we do today? It's Monday. Did we make it? Who works? How was your Monday? If it wasn't a work day for you, you don't work. How was your Monday? Did you get laundry done? Did you do anything? Sarah literally like cleaned our kitchen from head to toe. And I am very, 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 very grateful for it. You're trying. Oh no. How was your day, Nessa? Did you have a bad one? Just so much on your plate, work-wise, life-wise, relationship-wise, all the things-wise. Not enough coffee in the world, sure enough, and not enough hours, right? There's not enough hours in the world. So I had thoughts about this page. I mean, over and over and over, because I've really wanted to do this page a really long time. And I don't know if I'm going to strike a pose with this or not, or if it's going to end up being like the way I want it to. But I really thought about putting in a sun in the back originally and then silhouettes. I really thought, you know what? Don't chicken out, Jess. Go for it. Because I really am not good with like animal texture at all. It's overwhelming. So I'm so excited to be working on this right now and kind of thinking about my process and, you know, how do I want it to, I don't know what I want it to do. I'm just going for it. I have a wee bit of an inspiration picture. I don't know who the artist is yet, so I will post it once I'm done where I got my inspiration from. It's not going to be like some sort of replica, obviously, because I don't know how to do that. But I am excited to try this one. And this one might take me a while. because this is a picture I have wanted to do for years now. And I am incredibly thankful that Miss Ivy wants to do this, and Michelle and whoever else is joining in. That's great. I probably won't move. Oh, Amy too. I probably won't move as fast through this one as I normally. Background maybe, but the details, no. I think I'm going to take my time on that. So I think that's what you can expect out of this page. I did dishes and I did 15 laps walking around the house from one end to the other. Oh my gosh, Michelle, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Not enough coffee in the world, all of the above. Oh, Sarah Jess said she loves it from head to toe. LOL. Go for it, Jess. Hi, Nessa. Hi, everyone. Metallic gold acrylic pencil. Sad about it. Oh no. Did it break or something or run out? I took about 20, maybe I'm probably up to about 60 steps today. I wouldn't say too many. Definitely not enough by any stretch of nature, but like Michelle said, be thankful for what you can do, right? Keely kicked butt today on her steps. She says she's dying. Michelle worked hard. I think, was it Robin that said, did Robin get like 5,000 in today?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all right today. I am all right today. I was very sick last night. It moved on into this morning, so I couldn't. My neck was hurting, my back was hurting, my head was hurting, and I was extremely nauseous. So I took a rescue migraine medicine, and about 45 minutes later, I was able to doze off about 7 o'clock this morning. So yeah, I'm tired, but I'm happy to be here and do these lives so that when I have days like that, I have no excuse to not get up and not, just lay in bed and stay in bed. And honestly, I stayed in bed and like stay in bed, like sleep in bed. Sarah were up and down, but like, I didn't like get up and get my day going.
What is Amy saying? Jess said she loves it from head to toe.
I don't know. Ask.
Amy. What does Jess love head to toe?
You.
Also, hi everyone.
Hello. I want to be able to sound like they do.
Hi Michelle. Hi Keely. Hi Robin. Hi Nessa. Hi Amy. Hi Lori.
Hello, friends.
Alley Cat, if you're still here, hi.
You feel better?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes a shower changes life.
Especially after that.
Mm-hmm. You kicked butt.
Thank you.
I could smell the solution in here.
Yeah? Good.
I was like, oh, heck yeah. No. If you want one, you have to behave. You have to give him a command. He's learning commands.
Sit.
But give it to him right away.
Yeah. Good job, man. Xena colored gold is good too.
Xena color gold.
Do we have any Xena colors? Did we give them away?
I have Xena color. Xena?
Do we have the gold?
If we should.
Excuse me, it'd be in the yellow.
Probably. This brand?
Yeah.
Oh. I have a Blick. It's not sharpened. I don't
on Pinocchio Abusive.
I'm a huge fan of Zenecolor. Huge fan. This is the gold. I don't know if you can tell. This is Blick Studios gold. It looks pretty fancy. Let me get a.
Usually the Crayola is the best gold, in my honest opinion.
I don't really use gold pencils. What do you use them for? I've never used the gold and silver out of any set.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either.
I mean, it's really pretty. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, it's shiny. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Can you see that? Take a look at that. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
that's intense.
Oh, well, that is why I cleaned the kitchen. I just started singing that song. I don't remember why she said something to make me sing it. LOL.
I make my own gold also.
I haven't tried any Blick.
They're all right. They're good. They actually test out to be one of the highest pigmented pencils out of almost every pencil. But they are hard and waxy. Unless, stupid spam. Unless they're not like a poly, they're not like a Prisma. I don't know how to explain them. They're kind of just, I don't know. I was surprised that they when I saw the, you know, who's that one gal that does all of the different supplies?
Frugal Crafter.
Nope.
Sarah.
Her and her husband do it.
Color and Bliss.
Yeah. She has a very, very old video. I'm sure, I don't even know if she still has it up or not. But it's what influenced me to buy them. Because when she did all of her different comparisons for price, for pigment, for blending, for all that stuff, it really came in high. So if you're in the market for a new pencil, you might want to try them. Or at least let me know what you think about them.
Lori agrees the gold Crayola and silver Crayola are very shiny. Nessa can control you when not bored.
See you tomorrow, Ellie Cat.
Michelle says I make my own gold. And he said that means you're with Michelle.
So the next time we have dinner's on Michelle.
But I'm rich and friends, that's him.
Oh, Blick. Yeah, it's the Blick store. You'd have to go to the Blick art, whatever.
It's dickflix.com.
Hold on. Oh, yes. I was so happy from head to toe that the kitchen was clean.
Yeah, absolutely. Nessa, dickblick.com is their website. And there might be one in New York.
She's in Canada.
No, but I feel like I saw one overseas, but maybe not. Or not overseas, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Across the line. Lori has the Blick pencils as well.
What do you think about them, Lori? I really want to know. Because I don't know too many people that have them. Stand. Up. Easy. Up. Boy. I'm tired of bending over to give it to him.
USA and Canada have a trade war. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we know.
Absolutely. I don't blame
We're pretty bummed right now because there's so many things that we buy imported, craft wise. And you know, when it comes to like crafting, like if it's going to cost me double or triple, do we really get to do that anymore? So I mean, we're all in the same boat, literally now. But it is a bummer.
Lori says they're okay. I've used them quite a bit. Lots of browns and greens.
I use them almost every time I do like mixed color palettes. I almost reach for them every single time for something. And it does seem to be more blues and greens. Sometimes reds, but like honestly, like it's hit or miss, but I use them a lot. And I don't know. I guess I didn't expect to really like them that much. And when I went through and got rid of all of my pencils that I got rid of, they were something that I kept. So I guess they mean something. But I think Zenecolor might be one of my very favorite budget brand pencils. No Spanish. Did he do it? Oh my gosh.
And 3/4 of it he did standing.
Oh yeah. How fun.
Good job, Ren.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So we learned something new today. I mean, it's new to us, maybe not new to you. But we watched something today that recommended using alcohol ink instead of water when you're using watercolor mediums. Waiting. He thinks he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. You have nails? That's what we need to do with your background. Do you want to do that? Or you plan on something else?
No, come on. But he just flops down.
Yeah, because he thinks that he needs to lay down. Up means on all four too. Up is on all four.
What do you do with stand? Stand up.
Stand.
Oh.
I'll tell him stand, stay. And he'll try to gain muscle. I don't know why he can't. Those muscles are huge ham hocks.
He does have ham hocks.
He has huge ham hocks.
Stand up. Good job.
Okay. I understand needing to practice. I still get a little bit nervous when I use them. Because the first like 2 layers that you put on, you're gonna see a lot of streaking, and you really got to hold back on the amount of water that you use, and also know how much to lay down. So it's smart to practice.
I want him to start catching things in the air. Okay. I want to be able to toss something down.
And he'll get it without going on the ground.
Yeah,
that's smart. He could get it. He's like the extra diver in the air. Sometimes he dives for things like his toys and stuff. He looks like he's literally doing acrobats through the air to try to catch things sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. And it's very, very cute. And we enjoy watching him do that. Don't ever stop. It's kind of a new thing for him, right?
Yeah. Certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody tonight on your Monday? Did your Monday treat you okay?
Nessa's was tough.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Maybe Michelle's was a bit tough today, too.
Yeah.
But Michelle did so good today.
Yes, Michelle. One time, every Joe's toy, she's... Isn't it so funny when they slide past their toys when you throw them? It's like they don't have enough traction. They just keep...
Reminds me of the scene in Tom Cruise, where he goes flying through the living room in his underwears.
Oh.
What movie is that? That's Top Gun, right? What movie is that? What movie is it with Tom Cruise? He's playing the guitar, and he's in his shirt and flies through the living room.
I don't think it's Top Gun. I'm not sure. Lori or Robin said, Michelle, I'm thinking you could take a page that's not at all important to you and practice the Neo-2s.
Yeah, that's a good advice.
And Robin's doing okay, but tired.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle said, I had a hiccup earlier, but besides that, it was fine. Not a literal hiccup. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Keely said mine was good. Besides, I'm hurting. I got a lot accomplished today. I have no dirty clothes besides the clothes I'm wearing.
Such a good feeling.
That's great.
I love that feeling.
You want to come to ours?
Please come on over. It's mostly clean. It's just
need somebody to fold them.
I know. We both hate folding clothes.
We used to despise it.
Equally, and it's really hard for us to make ourselves because both of us are the same in that.
So we have clothing folding parties.
Yeah, we'll just break it all down and then we're good for a couple weeks or a month or whatever it is, and then we got to do it again.
Usually when we have not a single article of clothing to wear,
we're like,
then we'll fold clothes.
But you know what? Every time we do that, we end up going through stuff we don't need anymore.
Yeah, and we toss a whole bunch.
Yeah. Slowly dwindling.
Tomorrow is Nessa's hubby's knee replacement.
He
leaves at 5 a.m. I might be stir crazy tomorrow and worrying morning ahead.
I bet. Okay.
We'll be here.
Life is what it is, doll.
Yeah. Keely hates putting socks together.
Oh, tell them about my socks situation.
Okay, you guys. Jess just has a drawer of socks and just throws them in there and grabs random socks to wear. Okay. I have to have my socks laying on top of each other because you can't fold them and wrap the cuff around because it stretches out the ankle cuff. So they just lay on top of each other. And I always wear the same pairs together in left foot or a right foot sock.
Yeah, she's very, 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 very specific. Like she has an R on her sock for the right side and an L in case she forgets, I guess. Or the sock is different.
It makes sure it lays on the same foot because it gets worn appropriately.
Okay.
Just a better feeling.
That's her thing,
Anyways.
and I'm not making fun of it by any stretch.
But now our sock drawers have merged into one drawer for low socks and one drawer for our woolies and high socks.
Yes.
And they're mixed match. And so I dig through to find my matches.
But when I first moved in here, I feel so guilty because when I first moved here, she had her socks perfect all the time. And now they're not. So
it's okay.
I wish her socks were still pretty.
You want them pretty?
I mean, you liked it, didn't you?
I did, but this is nice too. Like it's much easier because I can just throw a pile of socks together after folding laundry and throw them in the drawer. I don't have to sit there and match them and then set them all up nicely.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Why do you get to it? That's my jam. I'm sticking to it.
Footloose.
Footloose.
Amy,
yes. Got it, Amy. Thank you.
Jones, Junk Journals and More says hi. How's my new friend?
Hello. We are so wonderful. I'm Jess, and over on the other side is actually Sarah. I think you met Sarah earlier?
Yes.
And my spells.
Keely sending prayers and hugs, positive vibes
to
Nessa and hubby.
Mm-hmm.
Robin says, I was talking to my friend Hope, and she just had done a massive amount of laundry. And I told her that just about everyone hates dealing with laundry.
Yes. It's the nemesis of life because it just goes and has to go. And you know what? I'll be honest with you guys, because I don't work and do all that stuff that I used to do. Like, I should not have laundry. I should not have laundry.
You do wear clothes, though. So
No, I know. But you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be like, I don't know. Sarah doesn't change her clothes multiple times a day either. She kind of can wear like what she wears in public, she can wear to work. So it just like, I guess if we were working regular jobs, we'd probably be doing laundry a heck of a lot more than we do. We did when I was working because I had work clothes, weekend clothes, going out clothes, date night clothes. Like I had all this stuff and, you know.
Yeah, you did. Nessa says we should get all matching socks.
Oh my gosh.
None of our socks the exact same.
Well, But here's the dilemma: is that I like a different feeling of sock than Sarah likes.
Yeah.
Also,
Jess likes the really thin, like
girly socks. You know, the low no-show socks you can buy like anywhere.
but not like the Nike no-shows, like the super thin no-shows.
I do like the Nikes and stuff like that, but I just have so many of the other ones because, you know, they're easy to buy, they're inexpensive, and they're everywhere. I don't know. I just like cutesy socks, and I don't care if I'm wearing a Winnie the Pooh and a Tinkerbell. I don't care. I feel like both of those all day, every day. So that's great. You know, I just wear them.
Sarah, they did some scenes of the new Footloose movie 2 miles away from me in our little downtown area, says Keely. So fun. Did you get to watch any of it?
That'd be so fun.
I'd find like the highest building and just like bino down and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Marilyn says risky business. Hi, Marilyn.
Risky business. That is it. Thank you, Marilyn. I remember it is risky business. Okay, he's going to kill him. He's not going to be respectful while you're here. He's got to learn he can't bark at all. No barking. Yeah, they do that. They walk off everything. I was thinking of the song, but I remember it is risky business, right? I like the Saucony socks. I like Saucony shoes. They're so good for people that have feet like mine. I once upon a time ago, when I was a wee little child, I worked at Lady Foot Locker, and they were really good. Saucony walking shoes were wonderful. Back in the day. I like Adidas these days. They feel so good on my feet. But honestly, if I want to be real honest, all I wear is like Birkenstocks and stuff like that now. I wouldn't even know how to put my foot in a heel right now. It would be murder.
Right. Did you see Robin's comment?
I haven't seen anyone's comments.
Okay. Robin says, for years I could only wear diabetic socks because of edema in my legs and the sensitivity that I also have from fibro, but I can finally wear socks all day now.
Oh, I love it. So then what's your favorite sock now?
Joan says, I like Saucony socks also. Ender Maeve. Hi. Welcome.
Hello, welcome. Happy to be here. That's how my day's going. Happy to be here. Happy y'all are here. Thank you for spending your time with me.
In Rhode Island, years ago, downtown Providence, they filmed a movie, Underdog. They blocked off the park, but I later saw it in theaters, says Michelle.
Yeah. I grew up in outside of LA. So I grew up with a lot of that stuff. And one of my really good friends, Vanessa, her dad was a set designer. Probably not designer. He was an architect. He designed sets. And so we would go a lot with the kid and ride down there when stuff wasn't working out right on the weekends. And it would be like a whole day trip there and back. But it was always so cool to like, you know, show up on these random places and there's sets inside of these huge buildings. And a lot of them we weren't allowed to go into, but we would just ride with them just to ride and listen to music and stuff. You know, teenagers.
Robin doesn't know the brand, but got a couple sets from Amazon. Then hubby bought socks from the same company. I gotta look them up one day because they're very comfortable.
I will say that I am a sucker for brand new socks. Ooh, Ruger's mad at him. Why is it so loud? Sounds like he's literally in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Ding dog. Yeah, Ruger's mad. I can hear him growling at him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he better get up and tell him.
So he's in his kennel too.
Oh,
because the floor's wet.
Yeah, makes sense. It was just clean. Like, we just need like 10 minutes of it clean.
Well, at least where you'd be able to like
See it?
see it clean
Yeah.
before they put their muddy feet all over it.
Manhandle it. Doggy handle it.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So,
Yes.
what do I do? I'm gonna panic.
Deep breaths. Will you guys please tell us if their noise is too loud?
Yeah, I need to know because I'm not gonna just sit here through it if it's too loud.
If it's too loud, we will definitely remedy the situation one way or another.
He expects when you're at home that you're gonna hold him now.
He does. Yeah. Only here a tiny bit. Okay. Is it annoying though?
Is it Nessa? But is it annoying? Like, be real. Like, if you were noise sensitive, would it be like pissing you off?
It's fine with Michelle. Doesn't bother Nessa.
I will stop having a conniption fit in my head if you guys are okay with it.
Not too loud, and I have an AirPod in my right ear. Okay.
And
AirPods make it much louder. So
okay, so then you can trust that we're
that's
alright.
good. No, not annoying, says Chilling.
Oh, I'm so thankful.
Okay. Not annoying. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
You have no idea how much reassurance y'all just gave me because I'm literally about to have a heart attack, and I want to train him. And every time I let him out, I got to start back over. Y'all know that. And the dang dog won't stop barking. Every time, like Amy has been like, no, every time you talk, he barks, and I'm like, yeah, well. I don't know if I just need every time I go live, do I just put him in there and be like, that's your home for the next 3 hours? Like, I don't know what to do with him anymore.
Hi, Ivy. Welcome in.
Welcome, Ivy. How are you? Did you get your page started? Michelle started hers.
Michelle said the only thing that would bother me would be screaming kids. But I love them. Amy says I absolutely love new socks. And when I go out on the road with Kerby, I do a new sock drop every day. What, Amy, what's a new sock drop? Like you.
Ender, well, I thank you for coming in. Thank you for trying to hang out with us. Okay, go ahead.
Amy, what's a sock drop? Like you open new socks every day?
I want new socks every day.
It's like a treat for your feet.
When I first started working,
yeah.
Like when I first started working, well, not when I first started working, like 9. My first time when I ever got my first paycheck when I was 9 years old for my paper route, I took it to a thrift store and I went and bought all my brand new school clothes with my own money.
Yeah.
And then when I was about 14 and a half, I got a job under the table. I think you guys have heard that too. Every time she would pay me, I'd go literally, our kiosk was like 3 stores down from JCPenney's, and I would always go to their middle little island thing, and they would have a stack of them, and every payday I would just go buy brand new socks. I never, like for years, I didn't even rewear socks. Because growing up, I was the oldest, and all my siblings and us, we all had to share socks. And there was never a good situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, as soon as I had my own job, I was like,
absolutely. I don't blame you. I was loving the background.
Thanks, Michelle.
Robin says, on a live, no doubt, Michelle, but my grandchildren's loud playing never bothers me.
Yeah, and a live is different. It's concentrated. You all somehow, like when people are live and their kids are like gallivanting in the background, like, look, I have kids, but I don't want to hear it. You know?
Ivy hasn't started yet, but will start tonight.
Yeah.
This is starting it very nice. And Ivy wants to know, what are you using?
I'm using Neo 2s. I got Neo 2s so far.
Robin says, in fact, when I was at my daughter's house a couple weeks ago, we were playing kid charades. My little 5-year-old granddaughter was just having so much fun that my watch beeped and alerted me that we were in a high noise zone. I didn't even realize that it was that loud, but I guess the environment got over 90 decibels because of her screeching.
Oh.
But she was having fun. Wow, Robin.
Those times are fine. You know what I mean? When everybody's enjoying themselves. I'm talking about like when you're, somewhere trying to handle business, or like at the restaurant. That one will kill me. I won't say anything to anybody and like mind your kids, because I know what that is. But it really is hard on me, because for me and my kids growing up, like I needed a break from them. And so when you go out and you're spending good money to be with your sweetheart, no, I think you got to teach your kids. And I know that because I'm a mom. I went through it. I know, but I don't know. I can't be patient. That's just my thing. I think, Sarah, you're probably the same way. It's not that I don't like kids. I love kids. You guys, like, I'm the first person to get down on the ground and play with them and get down on their level. Like when we're around like the niece and the nephew, they think I am one of them.
Yeah, they do enjoy it. Amy says, my feet up on the dash with a new pair of socks. Yes, every day.
Yes.
I love that, Amy.
That's so special to me. So cozy on your feet. I'm that person that likes to wear socks and stocks though. So like I'm pretty serious about my sockage.
Robin says, right, we go to life for enjoyment and company.
Yes, it's like a adult playtime,
Yep.
And that's why I do my lives later, because that way y'all can talk about whatever you want. We don't have to worry about it.
And Robin says, exactly, Jess, I definitely agree. We have to train our kids to be.
Yes. The world doesn't have to revolve
around. Nessa says, right now it feels comforting to color in a big repetitive area. Funny because sometimes that's my least favorite.
Oh, I hear you. I get overwhelmed by it sometimes.
Okay, we need to adjust our lighting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's too blown out.
Here, hold on. Okay, kind of like reset it. Probably shows more of the truth anyway.
Is that better?
Gonna be like that because that is so bright. If you pull that more,
it does look a lot better over here.
Just leave it now.
I think so. We'll see what they say. Okay, they say it's better. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know, Robin. Did I read Nessa's comment? It feels comforting to color in a big repetitive area because sometimes that's my least favorite, says Nessa.
Here you are.
Michelle would have gotten more done but got distracted.
Yeah, this is okay on my eyes. It's actually easier on my eyes this way than it is for it to be all the lights. Thank you, though.
Oh, she's saying she would have got more done on her page.
Who?
But she got distracted.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Michelle.
Ivy says, I've not had a good experience with Neo 2s. I gave up. So watching you work with them is great.
What happened? What was the complication?
And Robin wants to know, or says, everything looks better, but is it capital O, capital K on your eyes?
Yes. You're so technical. She just said okay.
But like okay, like it's like an okay, like
yeah, she's emphasizing.
Yeah, like
yeah. It's just funny. You read it. Capital O, capital K.
I know, I was just saying.
You didn't just say all caps. You're funny, babe.
Jones dropping emojis like that one.
Yeah.
Up a thumb up and then a piece.
Yeah. So I think that's normal. Ivy, I think a lot of times people get scared too fast. When I first started this, I wish I would have showed you. I think once it dries, I get past this, because I don't want to stop or else it'll become too streaky. Once I get past this part right here that I'm doing, I'll kind of show you what happens, and then I'll show you what I do to overcome that, if you'd like me to.
Michelle says, just no need to say sorry, it wasn't you.
Either way, I was involved, and it's embarrassing. And you don't need anything. You don't need any stress, anything. And I was involved, so I will be responsible for myself and say, I'm sorry for allowing myself to even react. And I am sorry to you, Michelle, for reacting to something that is so childish and doesn't deserve energy. So I am. And regardless, we've already talked about it. You know what it is. And I care about you. And I will continue to be a big mama bear. I think people have to stop pushing each other around.
Ivy says, yes, I would like to know how to use them. I don't want them to go to him.
Yeah, you know. I mean, even if you don't right now, use them right now. Like, don't give up on them. It took me a while.
I'm waiting to read until we're done.
Some water. I think drink some water.
Yes. Michelle says, you're 100% forgiving.
Thank you. You want to open up that window more? Maybe we need some more. I know when it gets too hot, I get like that. Okay.
The camera.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pull them closer so that Ivy can see what I do. Go ahead. 1 second, guys.
It's open pretty far.
Okay. I'm going to lower you down really quick while she's moving.
Is that too bright for you?
Nope. Okay, so I have a little bit of pink on this side. I've got pink and yellow.
Joan loves it so much.
Thank you, thank you. Baby, this broke.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Okay. Oh, that's slimy on my hand.
Ew.
Ish. Yeah, it stuck the tip. Oh. Okay, so I have this. Do these have? Oops, that's a whole lot of. This is rose, and this is just yellow, I guess. But when you take a pen at one of these, I don't know if you can see this. Do I need a light for them to see that?
What are we trying to search?
This right there. That might need a light for you to see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Close your eyes if it's too light, okay? Can you see right here on the page, right here where these marks are? And that's what you're like, this won't go away. It won't dissolve, right? And you're like, I don't like those lines. But what if you do is, because they're going to be there, it takes layers. You're going to work in circles like this over, and it takes 2 to 4 layers sometimes. And you just have to control using less water and more manipulation. And they are going to separate. Like you can see the yellow between it and the pink. Yellow is a very stubborn color. And so it's really hard to get out those striations. But then after it dries, I come back like this, and I'll go over those yellow marks like this, and then like smooth it out. And before you know it, your lines kind of start to disappear.
Yes, Joan, water brushes do make it a lot more.
Yeah, they're the jam.
Yes. Okay, so I do message if you see it. Perfect. And Robin said yes, love that blending.
Thank you.
Maybe say Debbie.
Thanks. Okay, so there's another example. Right here, we've got more. And it's like pretty pink, right? So I can start by going in and see if I can rub some of that out. Sometimes when you dry it out, you can go back in and rub again. But I love these generic Amazon thicker nibbed pointy. They've got a good like belly to them. These are honestly, I love my Derwent one, and I love my Karen Dash one. That was my favorite. But those are very fine tipped. I also have a flat like square tip one that I like to use because I can get up into those conas. But those areas that you go and you're like, I don't really like that up there. That's not blending out. Take it like this and you rub out too. Remember that your background can take sometimes longer than your actual coloring page. Like your images you're covering, because you got to get the right shadowing and stuff for that too. So you just got to be patient. It's patience. Something I don't have.
Joan picked up a few awesome water brushes from the Dollar Tree.
Oh heck
They
yeah!
work awesome for beginners, but yours are much better.
These are cheap. They come in a huge pack. I don't even know. Maybe I'll find the link.
Ivy says, "Thank you so much. This is good information."
You're welcome. And anytime you reach out and ask what you need to know. I don't know everything. I truly don't. But I have practiced for a while, and it seems to be getting something out of something. It's not perfect, but you just take your time. And then don't ruin your page with too much water. That's why this is good. Just give it a little squeeze. And it's very weird. When it's wet, you can see more streaks. When it dries, it kind of balances out. And you'll see the layering. And you don't even have to scrub your page. You can do it this way.
That way you have more control.
You do have more control. And you can cover, like, that is so much pigment. If I did that, you guys would lose my page. It barely takes, honestly, just the very tip of this to spread a big area. Like this barely any ink on it. And look at it. It's going to oversaturate it if I'm not careful. So if you don't like that streaky look, then do it this way. If you like texture in your background, then scrub it on, I guess,
But it's kind of cool to do a pattern scrubbed on and then soften out the lines with the water and see what happens.
Yeah, let's try that one day.
My favorite water brushes are by Kuretake. Oh yes, Ivy, those are good.
Those are nice.
Good variety and quality. Mm-hmm. I've had a couple of Kuretake for about 10 years. Yeah, those are really nice brushes. The Tombow ones are not bad either. I like them because they have a little bit of I don't know how to explain it. They're not as long, and I like that. I appreciate the shorter one.
I'm going to turn my dryer on in just a sec. I try to warn you guys when I'm doing it. I do forget, so sorry. I know it like makes the noise go away a little bit, but it's still loud if you got like what's it called in your ear?
Earbud.
Yeah. Right.
Karen Dash Neo Color 2 Hawk Oil. There's a Neo Color 1, but those do not, they're not water based. And the Neo Color 2s are water movable.
So water soluble. You're welcome. This is the 30 set. They're pricey. I also really love the Lyra brand ones. I probably like the Lyra brand better than I like the Neo 2s. Neo 2s are great because they're really bright in color and they are very pigmented. But I feel like somehow, some way, my Lyra's kind of moved a little bit better. These are great because we have a lot of Caran d'Ache pencils and they're all like color coordinated. You know, same with the Supras from Caran d'Ache. I cannot find them for the life of me, but they have the same color palette as the Pablos do. So a lot of their colors are very cohesive. And it's pretty nice if you like that stuff too.
Kathleen, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in. And Kathleen wants to know if this is the page you sent them on Insta.
It sure is. So when Michelle comes back, I want to explain to her what I meant by fast, slow, because I didn't get a chance to explain that to her yet. So I want to just explain to her what that means when she comes back. So my page is pretty wrinkly. I don't like it. This is why I didn't do any backgrounds for so many years, because I was so like precious about my pages and things. So
we should try to use that little iron on them.
Yeah, where is that thing? It's over here somewhere. And the cord.
And see if it burns it.
Iron. We're going to iron it out. Everyone.
Me.
Yeah. We decided as a group that this was our next color along.
I don't know if you have any plugs available.
I don't think I do.
You guys keep this little cute little iron.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't see it.
This iron is so cute. It's so hold on, I'll get rid of the light again. Look at this little dude. I'm such a dork.
Don't iron until done with the pick, though.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Because it'll smear it and all the things. And it'll kind of like seals it because it singes it a little bit.
And it'll get rid of the tooth. Good call.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Totally would have not even thought about that.
I didn't even think to tell people that, but you're right. And thank you so much. And please, at any time, like, throw in your information that you have, because we all have great information. And I think it's really helpful to the community to hear, like, you know, even if I know it, doesn't mean that everybody doesn't. I may have just completely forgot to say it or do it or whatever. So I appreciate it when you guys throw your knowledge out there. We all work so hard to learn everything that we learn when we're using our books, and we're using these super precious watercolor, supplies, you know what I mean? We spend a lot of money on what we do, and it's really, really difficult when, one, our artwork's being judged, and two, like, how do you even do this? You know, like, it doesn't matter. If you don't have the know-how on how to use a product, then your talent maybe doesn't matter. Not your talent, but like your discipline in
it. Ivy says that iron is adorable.
I thought it was cute. I couldn't help myself one day. I was like, you know what? I think I need this one day. We have one of those irons. What's that iron we have?
The lifty one?
But yeah, the lifty one. The one that just goes pss, pss, pss. like that.
Yeah, it'll sense when like it's been on the thing for too long if you don't touch it, and it'll auto lift itself.
Yeah, like if you're doing quilting and you need to just press down a like a square, it will literally just go down, and then when it's done, it goes it lifts itself up. Sits back on its bum. Like that. All right, and so this down here, I'm actually going to lay on probably this blue. What color are they calling this? This is just turquoise blue. Does he realize if he could be quiet, he wouldn't have restrictions?
I'm not positive.
No.
You hold your camera?
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Got it? Is it going to be in the way of your drink? Thank you. Hey, yeah, I'm losing blue. Messy little goblin. Why does like please tell me to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Quiet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Does your favorite color align with your favorite color to color with?
No. Kinda. Was that a question? Or is it your question?
It's a question.
From you or from
from me.
Yeah, no. Yes and no.
Okay. What's your favorite color to oh wait, your favorite color to color is green.
Yeah. And my favorite color is teal. So kinda.
Yeah. Welcome back, Michelle. It says yes, green.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it does not. If it's a question for my favorite color is green, but my best coloring are oranges and yellow.
Ooh, jealous. I got to refine myself on that. I've disciplined myself more
with yellow.
Yeah, yellow and like pinks, because yellow is stubborn.
Yeah, you use both of those colors in your background, and they came really nicely.
Sure, I appreciate it. I just know I want something different. You know what I mean? Like it's not like somebody can't look at something and go, oh, that happened. Yes, but I want to become more confident.
Sure.
So, Michelle, welcome back. Earlier I had said to you, slow is fast and fast is slow. And when I used to work, I used to tell my team this all the time. Slow is fast and fast is slow. It means pace yourself. It means pace yourself and don't be in a rush. And we were talking about you walking and doing all these things. And I said I was really proud of you, but I want you to remember that slow is fast and fast is slow. So if you move fast, you're going to get the job done fast, but most likely there will be mistakes. But if you move too slow, you're probably not going to have enough time to finish it. So just take your time. You know what I mean? That's what that meant.
Nessa found a nice color combo today if you have art and fly pencils.
I don't
think we have, we don't have those.
I gave them away.
Michelle's favorite color is purple and royal blue.
Royal blue is your favorite to color with, or what?
Amy's back. Welcome back, Amy.
Welcome back, Amy.
I always say the faster you go, the slower you go.
Yes. Yes, the answer is yes to that. I will agree with you.
This is from Joan.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle says, "Oh, thank you very much, Jess."
You're welcome. It's to me, when I first heard that type of like language, I was like, whatever, because I have ADHD on very serious level. There's no slow button. It's a fast button or a no button. There's either a no or a full-fledged go button for me. There's not a whole lot of in between for me. So I had to learn those lessons in order to climb the ladder in my career. And I did. And the more I learned that, the more I was able to help my teams understand how valuable that is. And all I meant was, you're doing a great job. And I'm proud of you for all the effort you're putting in. But I just want to make sure like that you're okay, because you haven't even gone to physical therapy or anything like that. And like, we don't know how much you can handle yet. That's all I was saying. So moving on.
I do love royal blue. Yes, blue to color.
Blue to color. Why do you think you? Why is it your favorite colors to color with? Or it doesn't have to be just coloring. You know, like for Joan, like what's your favorite color to write with? I have what are those pens we have? The fountain pens. And I don't particularly care to write with black. Like journaling and stuff like that, or even like my urban sketching. It's not my favorite thing is black. I like grays and browns and blues. Sarah and I were doing a lot of like urban sketching for a while. It was really fun though. Try it if you haven't. You know, we'll go downtown and grab a coffee and sit at a like Powell's. We have Powell's here, and Powell's is like the largest bookstore in.
Kathleen, this is World and Worlds by Kerby Rosanes.
Looks
Thank
like
you, Lori.
this. That's the book. Black, blue to write. What did Zoe say?
Lori was telling Kathleen what book it is.
Oh yeah. Thank you. So if Ivy's still here, you can see that by tapping the tip like this and using your water brush, you're not going to have those streaky lines anymore. You just move it across the page. I'm sorry, I'm not even in frame. I'm so sorry. It's raining and it's sunny outside. I love that.
Oh, we're going to get some
hail. It's going to hail.
It already is. I don't know if you guys can hear that rain. It's okay, Michelle. I understood what you were trying to say.
What?
The right.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Nessa says, I only have Fragile World calendar, and this pick isn't in it, sadly.
I've wanted to do this for a long time. I'm still not sure what I'm doing yet. Just doing it.
Lori, it might be in Fragile Worlds, but oh, that's the one you showed, babe.
I didn't show the right one. I'm so sorry.
It's in World Within Worlds.
Yeah, Worlds Within Worlds.
But this page is also in other books too.
Is it?
I think so. Do you guys hear that hail?
It's fantastic. I can see it outside the door.
Keely says the next county to us has a cat coffee place, meaning it's a coffee shop that has cats inside the place, just walking around. I want to go there so bad and just pet the kitties.
Yeah, yes. Do it, and like tell us what it's like. We had one in a town where I used to live, but it was not cats; it was dogs. Like you could just bring your dog and let them off leash. They had like an off leash thing for them, where you could just like sit and watch your dogs and have a coffee.
Wonder if it's Kathleen, you're in Washington, right? I think so.
I thought
up north.
Pacific North. She's up towards Seattle though.
Above Seattle, I think. Yeah. It might be heading your way.
Or it just left.
Or
I'm
it just
sure.
left.
One way. Oh, another. I'm going
No,
to
can't hear it. Oh, okay.
Dang. That was so lovely. We've not had any weather really this year that like you can write home about.
Yeah. I love when it's blue sky and it hails.
Oh, me too. And it's so black,
Yes.
like out on the
horizon.
horizon.
Yeah.
That's beautiful at the coast, you guys. Telling you right now, that's some something. When it is storming and you can sit on the shore and you watch those storms just come in. Ooh, I'm a happy gal. Probably one of my favorite things to do in the world.
We should go live one time while we're at the coast.
We'll do it.
Dr. Hook have that record for the song.
Oh,
that's funny. My youngest likes records.
Yeah. He's had a record player since he was about 8. We started collecting them, and then it broke, so he kind of fell out of it, and then just recently he bought his own. Right.
I love that color.
Thank you. I love it too. This tealish. Yes. Okay, here comes the dryer.
Yeah. Do you want to go to Applebee's? How long do you need? What would you like to do? I'm so good at either. I should be maybe to go out if you're feeling so get a break from the dog. I just hate going to Applebee's. I'm trying to do like if you get it in order, it's gonna be all great. Actually, Applebee's don't even deliver anymore. Remember they were there.
Jesus. That dang dog. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, or not a 5-minute break. I'm going to take a minute break, in about 15 minutes. So intermission. Can you guys believe the live is almost half over already? That was fast. It's never enough time.
Okie dokie pokey.
Read that little book, Picky Little Puppy. So I'm done with the Neo 2s. I also use Derwent ink tints as a background a lot. So this has probably been my most reached for thing for backgrounds over the years. All right, so I'm going to need a second because I'm going to find some pencils. I don't even know what I'm going to use. I'm going to start with the greens. Ooh, I'm scared. I haven't done like plants in a long time. And they probably need some sort of base. It's all about the base, No trouble. You hear him?
Yeah. Yep.
I need a dark green. Like black green. Probably just gonna grab a super dark charcoal. That one might work. And then let's go with so last night asking me like, is it hard to pick out your colors? Because I don't use like cases for my pencils. I pretty much know what I have as far as like different types of pencils and things. So I guess, I mean, would it be so cool if I could have a chart for them? Heck yeah. Would I use it? I don't know. I'm kind of like a fly by the seat of my pants kind of a gal when it comes to colors, you know? I do. Sometimes I'm like, I can't do it. And my lovely Sarah will go and pick out tons of pencils for me. And you know, and I love that too because now I'm going to use different colors that I would have not normally picked myself. You know, once you've been coloring a long time, you know what your go-tos are. And so it's really nice when I'm telling everybody, hey, what should I do? What should I color? What color should I use? Because I literally will pick the same thing. I will literally pick the same thing. All right. So y'all probably start one way or another, light to dark, dark to light. I typically will start medium. And that means whatever it means to everyone. I'm going to go with, I don't even know what this pencil is. This is called Refined or something like that. I don't even know. It's a budget pencil I got a few years ago, and I literally have never used it. So here we go. And then we have Poison from Monarch. So let's get this party started. All right. I like when I can color like this up close because I can lean on the table. And you know, I always use my finger to stop myself because I don't want to color in the lines. So if that makes me stupid or ignorant, that's just what it is.
Michelle says all the above. Sometimes I start with a base and go to medium and then dark. Sometimes I start medium, dark, and then finish with the light.
I'm typically dark to light is what I do, but I'm trying to do mediums to dark because there's quite a few people that have come to me and asked me like, how do you shade? How do you do that? What is that? How is that done? And I'm trying to help people understand how I do it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm happy to help you see the way I do it and then go, you know, create your own style. Because here's the thing is once you try something, then you're not as scared to try it a different way. And Kerby is so generous and he gives you where all your details go, where your shading goes. Do not be afraid. If you're a beginner, Kerby is your best friend to get started with. It's going to teach you everything. If you're there to understand it. I mean, he's not going to just show up on your page and start telling you how to do things. You know, it's not like Bob Ross. But he, you know, he already did the work for you. Might as well jump on it. Jump on it. It's a pretty good pencil. We'll see how they blend.
This says LOL Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Don't you guys like Bob Ross? I learned so much from Bob Ross growing up. I don't even know if I did. I just liked his voice. He was calming. It's like the dad I didn't have. So, like,
He's very calm.
I mean, who he actually was, we'll never know. But you guys listen to that stuff about Bob Ross? That was like crazy.
Happy little trees.
Happy little trees. And just throw a little bit more in there. Just swirl the brush and just make more friends for the other trees. Go, Bob. He hated his hair.
He did?
Yeah. They made his hair like that because they got good ratings once he did his hair like that.
Michelle loved Bob Ross. Kathleen would fall asleep every time.
Yeah, because it's so calming. I still watch Bob Ross. So the inspiration that I have is just in my head. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just trying to decide, do I want it to be brighter or maybe a little more vintagey looking, So, oops, I just snapped a tip and that makes Jessica irritated. Ugh. Is Joan still here? And if Joan is still here, do you incorporate coloring things into your journals, like not necessarily books or whatever, or even if you do? I'm so curious how we can turn journals into from coloring. And I just think there's a place for that because it's really, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not talking about like junk journals, I'm talking about like, what's the kind of journal, one of the ones that you used to do with all of like things in the pages and stuff?
Like a smash.
I don't know what they're called.
I mean, it technically would be considered a junk journal, I think. Because I'm just putting random things on there that happened in the day.
Okay, so like something like that, but I'm talking about like you use it like for like your tracking and all that stuff too.
Oh, like a bullet journal.
Yeah, like bullet journals. So I was thinking, what if there was a bullet journal, like created by like Kerby, and like there's pages and like so like maybe this would be on the outside and you can color it yourself, and then like when you're using it as like your calendar, your journal, like people can also see your art and things like that. How do we tie coloring into that? That's what I keep asking myself. Should I buy one of those journals and then like have a book I want to cut out because I colored them out, like cut out the images and like put them in it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of, I'm not daring enough to do it myself. So I was hoping somebody else out there knows how to do it or what I'm talking about.
Michelle says, I wish I just took better care of myself. You know what?
Oh,
That unfortunately, it happened, but
me
now
too.
you're able to.
But like, it's a journey, remember? Yeah. And if you are on your journey, you will do what you're supposed to do and take care of yourself. But when we jump off of our own journey that we're supposed to be on and we don't listen, and and I'm not saying to listen to your friends, I'm saying listen to ourselves. We got to learn to trust that we know how to take care of ourselves and stuff like that. And I think at some point, Michelle, we all get a wake up.
Yep.
We all do.
Nessa says Sarah Renee Clark's journal. Is her?
It is a journal like that, but I think I want like the images are too basic for me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So it's just not. She's not. I guess there's nothing wrong with her. I adore her, and I think she's very talented. She has worked her way all the way on it.
I have a great idea.
Okay.
So you could take a Kerby coloring book.
Okay.
And then use gesso and gesso out. Can I see your pencil in the page? And then like if you gessoed out like this stuff.
Yeah.
And like you obviously this one might not be very good because it's so close here, but on the pages where there's a lot of fill in stuff, you could just gesso all that out and then journal around.
Yeah, your main images. That's what I keep thinking of. How cool would that be? Because I'm not going to journal. I'm not going to do the journaling because it's not what I do. But I think that there are so many people that are journaling out there that are also coloring. And is there some sort of connection there? Like you're saying, like we tear apart, we act like our books are so precious.
Yeah.
Why can't we do things different with them?
And that way you can cherish the art longer too.
That's what I'm saying. And like you used it and you go back to 1922 when you did that last one and you're like, holy cow, look how far I've grown.
Actually a really good idea.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to do it. Do it. Let's do it. We have extra books. Let's do it.
Yeah, maybe we should. Keely says it's the journey that will make you better and stronger, Michelle.
Every single time. And honestly, look at where you are today. If you wouldn't have gotten sick, you would look. You've grown, you've changed. Now you know the importance and value of that. So many different values that you learned by getting sick. Okay, 4 minutes till break.
I'm trying to assemble a spiral.
What?
A spiral.
Wow. One more time.
A spiral staircase.
Uh-huh.
Hi everyone, late again to the party. Went to the beginner's stream to start catching up. As soon as you mentioned Tom Cruise jammed in music and risky business, I had to take a quick peek.
Fun.
Hi, MJ.
MJ, how are you? Happy Monday. You now, right?
I didn't lose
a lot, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have the mental capacity to hold my time. I'm working extra these days. I don't know. There's something that happens when you get into the 40s and you're like, Tawanda, everybody. Like you do it, right? Those of you that are of that age or older, you kind of have a Tawanda about everything.
reminded me that my hormones still operate, says MJ.
Oh, yeah. Tom Cruise, huh? That's awesome. So do you know what movie we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that movie?
Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah. He was a little handsome devil, but you know what? No pun intended, because he's a little guy. Like, I mean that. He was like a little
He's
showstopper.
5'6", right?
I think he's short. I don't know. I think.
Mm-hmm. It glitched up on my side, so I didn't hear what you said.
About taking care of yourself. See, Lori, if you're here, I do color slow. All about the base, What do we got for dinner tonight? Sarah's trying to make me leave the house. Y'all agree with her?
Hold on, I'm not trying to make you.
Oh, hun, I don't literally make you. You're not like pulling me out of my chair by any stretch of the nature. I'm kind of just being facetious and dramatic.
Okay. I just want to make sure that people don't think I'm actually making her.
I don't think so. If they thought that, like, to the birds, you know?
Yeah. Michelle says no about losing my cool. She didn't hear what you said about her not losing her cool.
Yeah, that you've grown. You've grown. And you have just really like changed who you are and how you do things. And that influence comes from a lot of different people. And I know that. And those people that gave you that influence, hallelujah, but they didn't have to be mean to give it to you. And that's what I'm going to have to say to that.
Yeah. MJ says, oh, sorry.
No, but I do want to say, like, I was impressed. That you took a breather, you physically started breathing better, and you did it. So you strong-armed it. Is that the right thing to say?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, did I offend somebody just now?
MJ appreciates slow.
Mm-hmm.
Keely thinks Channing Tatum is hot. And Lori says you'll be done tomorrow.
No. No, 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 no. This is like a long project for me. Like, I probably won't be done with this like for a while. Do you see how long it's taking me to color like one leaf?
You're past your break time.
Okay, I'm gonna be back, guys.
Finish the head piece.
Okie dokie, I am back. How's everyone's break? Welcome back. Thank you. So I have from a doctor. So those of you that don't know me, some of you do know me, and some of you know me better. And I have been in the coloring community since 2019, January of 2019. But I took a break, like 3 years, and I've come back. And I'm thrilled to be back. I am thankful to be back because I was in a car accident in 2020 that literally was like some crazy experience, and it really, really changed my body and changed what I can and can't do in life and all these things. And then on top of that, I have developed a condition in my eyes. I have what is called severe blepharospasms. And everybody gets blepharospasms like some point in your life. But, and that's, you may know that feeling when you're really tired or you're super stressed out and your eye twitches. And you're like, seriously, like what alien is in my eye twitching right now? So my eyes do that nonstop. Okay. Nonstop. It does that. And so I get treatments, and there's probably 3 to 4 weeks where it will work about 60%. And then the rest of the duration, I have to do it every 3 months. It will wear off. And so sometimes my eyes work and sometimes they don't. And so I really do appreciate everybody helping me with like lighting and being patient with it and understanding that like I can't have the super sonic bright setup. You know, I don't have that luxury. So I really appreciate that. The other thing that I wanted to like talk about is I have dysautonomia POTS, and I was just given the actual diagnosis yesterday. And it's very relieving because I've been feeling like a supersonic hypochondriac for years. Like, why do I wake up every morning with a crazy stomach ache? And why do I have all these issues? And why, when I stand up, do I feel like I'm going to pass out every single time? Like, why do I have all these feelings? Well, I have been tested for maybe everything, Sarah. Mm-hmm. A lot of needle pricks, a lot of stuff, and a lot of doctors, a lot of specialists. And so it's relieving to finally have something that says you're not a hypochondriac, because frankly, my mom acted as a hypochondriac all my life, which made me the opposite. I didn't take care of myself because I feared that I was making everything up. Is that crazy? So when I say to you, Michelle, better late than never, it's better late than never. We all have our reasons why we do things. And the faster we can get off our crazy pot, usually the better. We don't realize it sometimes, right? I mean, I don't think I gave myself this, but at the same time I did, because I didn't take care of myself sooner.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. So I beat myself up too. Okay, Michelle? And people that live with my condition, they say it's like living with like a heart condition. It's the same, like but opposite. I have to have a lot of salt. I wonder how much they're going to tell me to take, what will be recommended. But I also have kidney failure, so I have to be really careful with how much salt I intake. So anyway, enough about that. Just update. Yeah, it is. MJ, it's the difference between like maybe functioning and like living and having some sort of part of me back, even though they may not. I mean, it's not something that's curable. You can't cure it. You live with it forever. Both of these things. I mean, I guess people go in remission, yes, but you have to figure out how to get there, and that's different for everybody. So it is like that, MJ. That's why I tell you, when you guys come here and you're not feeling good and you're like, dang, life is just really sucking right now. Yeah, we can't sit on our soapboxes and complain about everything that goes on in our life all day, every day. But we're allowed to mention it, and we're allowed to talk about it and be vulnerable and give each other grace. And that's the thing is I'm going to need it. I got to give it. Righto?
Cheerio.
Righto, baby-o. Sarah's like, great. She's on her soapbox again.
No, actually.
No?
I just finished part of the spiral staircase.
Did you? Can I see it?
Well, it's just put together like this.
Oh, look, guys. I'm going to be careful, okay? Because I'm not very steady right now. Look at this. You ready? Whoop-de-doo. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Ah, it's spinning. I don't know if I can show you right. It's so close. Ah, I'm falling. Okay, it's going back to Sarah. Sorry. I tried.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did it again. I don't have, because like when my heart rate goes up, I get really shaky. And earlier was a fiasco. So, la-di-da, la-di-da.
Does everybody like Applebee's?
I like the idea of Applebee's. We're usually pretty disappointed when we go.
We really are.
We're either disappointed with
Applebee's is not very.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, MJ, thank you very much. It's very interesting.
Sarah's stuff is so cool, isn't it? Well, and I was also saying, because if you've seen my pencil case that Sarah built myself for us, that's just practice towards her building her little houses that she's going to build.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. So the best we can do.
Yes, that is very true, Keely. Thank you, Sarah, very much.
Hi, Carolyn. Thank you for coming over.
Hello, Carolyn. Welcome.
Thank you, Michelle.
Are you guys ready for more light, or you think we're okay still? Our sun is starting to set, so it changes pretty fast.
Let's try it.
What tries?
Eyes watched.
Is that better? That's enough for now, right?
Oh, sorry.
Oopsie, going on a ride. Sorry. Back and forth and forth and back. Whack. A doodle lamb. So when you go to Applebee's, let's say you're going to do the twofer, 2 for 1. What do you get? What do you order? Oh, and what's your appetizer? You should pull up the menu so we can create a menu.
Create a menu?
Yeah. What are our options? What if they don't even have Applebee's and they don't know?
Nessa says, ribeye stuff, I feel for you. Oh, regarding eye stuff, I feel for you. I'm blind in one eye and the other has astigmatism where only about 30% field of vision where I don't double see. Mm-hmm. Coloring takes work.
Yes.
And Carolyn does steak.
The steak. We had Carolyn, were you here the other night when we were all saying how we like our steak? Most of the people in our group like their meat well, like done. At the most, I think we saw was like a little pink. And Sarah likes her meat like flopping around. Just kill the moo and that's it. Sorry for those of you that don't eat meat and that was gross.
Nessa doesn't have Applebee's.
Right.
Carolyn says broccoli baked potatoes. Ooh. Medium rare for me.
Medium rare is mine. Yum. I used to work at an Applebee's. Long time ago.
Lori says, oh wait, hold on. I gotta catch up. Michelle says, today I had grilled chicken. It came with mashed potatoes and broccoli. Yum. You had Applebee's today, right? Lori doesn't care for Applebee's. I'm a medium rare on steak.
Yeah.
Carolyn loves Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse has some good buttery juiciness that they give with their rolls.
Wait a minute. So I feel like, have I been to that place?
Not with me.
No, not with you, but like, is Texas Roadhouse? I feel like is there one in California, maybe? I feel like that's like a long time ago kind of thing for me. Might be like a like mom and pop's place that I've been to that was called that. That's
Maybe.
probably why it's like, because I'm remembering like decades ago.
Nessa likes or says Louisiana char. I don't know what that means.
What's that mean?
What's Louisiana char?
Who said that?
Nessa.
Mm.
For steak. MJ says medium rare. Keely likes hers burnt.
I know, like get in there.
And Michelle says medium well for steak. MJ's never been to Applebee's, and yes, there's one in California.
Maybe I've been there. I'm gonna have to look this up at some point. I wonder what city it's in. I'm like, too many questions now. I'll have to just look at it up. I feel like that's where. No, that's not the same place. I feel like I've been to one. Are you like a Black Angus or what's the other one? The other
McGrath's?
Oh no, the Outback. Outback or no, because McGrath's is local. You know, like a chain here.
Okay. Nessa says, well done with burnt outside, pink in the middle, and lots of pepper. Okay.
Okay, so
I've
it's
not had Louisiana char.
So basically it's like how we cook it, like how we burn our outside and keep our inside.
Yeah.
You know? That's the same thing. Same cooking style.
Okay. We just do it a little rarer inside?
We flash burn it.
Okay.
Yeah. Theirs probably goes a little bit longer and it's really crispy on the outside, like super charcoaly. My uncle Kurt, my aunt's passed, like the one that passed, the best at it I've ever had in my life. And I've never had anybody else do it like that again.
Okay. Let's try it.
Yeah, like you will hear, if we ever see that family again, you will hear nobody like ever but like brag about his barbecue skills.
Okay. MJ says there's a Texas Roadhouse in San Diego, El Cajon area.
You're so cute.
Texas Roadhouse used to be able to throw peanut shells on the floor, says Carolyn.
Yes, then I have been to one.
Billigan's Roadhouse does that as well.
Okay, you know what it is? That's where I think we had Josette's bachelorette party.
Okay.
I think.
Keely says they still do that here where I live. And Carolyn says not in Illinois. Nessa's husband was a chef. And spoiled, I admit.
I believe that. Someone that can cook and likes to cook. I have one of those too.
MJ preferred getting a good steak from a butcher shop and grilling my own.
Same. I'm not really. There's one place I went to. It's called Prime Steakhouse, and it's like a downtown, very nice, $80, $120 steak kind of a place. Ridiculous. It was good because it was like butter. It was like literally like you hardly needed a knife to cut that dang thing. But it was like a 6-ounce like this for over $80.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm glad I tried it in life, but I'm not really like not going back.
His Kiev chicken, so good. Oh, have I ever had Kiev chicken?
I don't know if you have, because I don't know if I have. Another Google. Can we write that down? I have my journal over here when I see these things. Because some things in life I just don't know. And that seems a bit rare. And I like to write them down.
Lori says, oh, Nessa, yummy. I made that once. It was very good. Carolyn doesn't know what it is.
K
And
K-E-I-V? What?
K-I-E-V.
K-I-E-V?
Yes.
Okay.
And have no fear, the pervader.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Beef chicken is delish, says MJ.
Mm,
All done with my short. Okay, Amy.
good job.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for hanging out.
Carolyn says, well, I bet it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is either, Carolyn, but it sounds really good. We'll check it out sometime.
Well, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I think I heard Robin was getting her cooking on.
Nessa says, this whole time coloring you still on the same pencil up. Nessa says, this whole time coloring with you still on the same pencil.
What are you coloring on? What image are you coloring with the one pencil? I don't do one color and then go back with another one. I color as I go. I feel like it's faster for me that way. I don't really care for repetitive behavior naturally. So having to color and go back and repeat myself is probably not like my cup of tea.
Oh, that's right. She's Nessa's doing the Kanka Agusa picture.
Oh.
Kanaka Agusa.
Kaneko. Yeah.
Kanaka. One with the cats in a cart.
Kanaka. However you pronounce that. Does that mean I'm coloring too fast again? I'll slow down. I've never been accused of coloring fast. This is new news to me in life. I wonder where that came from. How did I become a fast colorer?
I think I'm understanding color theory more now.
Yeah, push faster.
And you also use color as some of your base. Lori says, I did a flip of her new book today. So pretty.
Well, I'm going to go see it as soon as I'm done. I usually watch all your videos after here when we're hanging out and stuff like that and just doing our own art.
And Michelle says, no, you're just fine. And Carolyn wants to know what pencils you're using.
No. I don't know what it says. I think it says refined. It says something refined. Can you see that? Because I can't see that. So I don't know what that is. And this is olive green. And I have Blick Studio Olive Green Light. I've got just charcoal gray from Arteza. And Spear Farbens, I have Cypress Tree. Then I have green grass from Scorpions or Scorpion? Black Widow Scorpion ones. And then some more of those Irish green, and these are Monarchs. These are Scorpions. This is Irish green and Poison. So all of these. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I bought them and they sat in the container forever, ever, the refine. And I'm just using them now, and I actually think they're pretty cool.
Dylan says, "Oh, so a bunch of different sets. I have all 180 of Black Widows."
That's awesome. Yeah, I typically color in that. Comes up in conversation quite a bit because I don't. Okay, how do I explain our color setup? Will you explain the color setup?
Budget pencils and ones that we don't enjoy working with as much are all sorted by color and mixing together. And then we have like our Holbeins are all together, polys are all together, ink tints, etc.
Can you explain to them how they're together? Because like most of them have theirs in cases.
So there's this like cube grid style thing, and each color has a compartment in it and then each set of like either Holbein or ink tints, Prisma, poly have their own little cubby.
It looks like an old-fashioned mailbox system where you would put the mailbox in the system and somebody else would come over and pick it up and take their mail. Like at school, when we were kids, we saw stuff like that. Even jobs have that type of stuff too. System, it's like your cubby, but each cubby has a different pencil. So we have 21 cubbies, and they're all full of pencils except one of them has my fine liners. The other one have my highlighters, because I do base a lot with highlighters as well.
Carolyn has Holbein and poly and uses cases. We used to use cases, honestly, all the time up until like a week and a half ago.
But I've always dreamed of this system. Literally, the closest I could come to it was when I was in doing van life, because I had a system where all my pencils were in those, I don't know what they're called, the bucket little things from IKEA. And then that worked out really well because I had like a desk set up in there for my coloring. But because I don't have to take my pencils, and I'm not going to, I'm telling you, like I might walk 100 to 300 steps a day. I'm not going to be taking my pencils out very much. And so with that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and have the system because I've always wanted it. And like last night, Robin said, "Hey, Jess, isn't it like, is it hard to find your pencils? Like, because some of my containers are like 5 inches by like 4 inches tall and like 5 inches deep. And so you have all the pencils, just a massive amount of pencils in there." My fingers are blue. I don't think that's cold. I'm not cold. I just think my circulation's off or something because I'm feeling like, I don't know. Just
Michelle says, Keely says, "Michelle, this is what you do, okay? 5 minutes before you put Pervader on, scratch your nose for a few times, then put Pervader on, and voila, no more scratchy."
Well, my doctor told me to put Vaseline on my nose to help with like itching and drying.
Michelle says, "Cubby's like in kindergarten, and I do that. It doesn't always work." Keely's like, "I know, I'm just trying to make you laugh.
It's funny.
I did laundry."
She did laundry.
"And are you okay, Jess?" she's asking.
Yeah, I'm okay. I have to like watch stuff like that because I don't know if you guys can see, but my fingertips are like purple.
Carolyn says, "I don't have a space to color yet. My boyfriend's giving me a space, but I have to clean and move stuff first."
Yeah.
Isn't that the epitome?
It took us way too long to get set up here. But I'm extremely gracious and have some great gratitude. And thankful that Sarah's had the energy to help me get this set up, because no way in the holy hell could I ever do this by myself. I would die and have a heart attack on the floor. For real. With all that Sarah's done in here.
Michelle meant I did I did laugh, not I did laundry.
Oh. Coolio.
What are you thanking me for, Michelle? Oh, for helping Jess.
Mm.
Yes, absolutely.
My favorite job is helping Sarah.
Yes.
I'm serious. Like, I know it sounds corny, but it's real.
It's very mutual.
I would have to say that Sarah and I try our really darndest to take care of each other and like give a serious amount of grace.
Yes, we do. Yes, Carolyn, this is the same Sarah that was in Michelle's stream.
Yeah.
I'm just on the other side helping with the comments.
She's my
Or sitting next to Jess.
She's my in-life moderator. My permanent in-life moderator.
Yep. Michelle says not corny at all.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for coming over, Carolyn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feels good to help others. Yes, it does, MJ.
Yeah, heck yeah. So what do you think so far?
That's coming out beautiful.
I'm thinking this one needs more depth, but I'm afraid. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep going, and I'll come back if it needs it.
Carolyn says no problem. I like watching people color.
Well, we like being here to talk to people when we're coloring. So great relationship
It's
starting.
beautiful, beautiful leaves.
Thank you. Beautiful. That reminds me of
Yes.
what's his name song?
Burlesque.
Isn't that the little man? What is his name? Bruno Mars.
Oh.
Is it? Well, I don't know. I don't know anything like that. I just make everything up. So I just have things in my head and then they come out and I'm like, I hope somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this. It's good practice for me on leaves, says Ivy.
Oh, excellent.
And Carolyn says Akon and Bruno.
Yeah. I like it when people know music because I don't. I just know what I like with a sound. Ivy, if you have any questions, let me know. If I'm moving too fast or you want me to explain something I'm doing or if you do something different and just let me know. I'll talk about coloring for the rest of my life.
And they both have a song named Beautiful.
Yeah,
yes, they do.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, what's everyone's favorite music? I mean, it's such a general question, right? But I think it's an important understanding of people.
I like 80s.
Yeah, you do like 80s.
And some 90s, but I really like my go-to is usually 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The pace is good and the video is clear, says Ivy.
Okie dokie.
Carolyn likes heavy metal.
Right on. I think if I wasn't so noise sensitive, I could handle more. But I'm so noise sensitive.
Keely likes it all. Caps.
Oh.
Keely, were you trying to get me to repeat?
The capital A, capital L, capital L.
Nessa says 80s too.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline likes everything though. I'm pretty versatile in music.
Yeah.
But sometimes I can't tolerate the noise.
Well, you're very noise sensitive also.
80s and classical.
Yeah. For those of you that are new, Sarah and I are very ADHD and very sensitive, sensory sensitive in different ways and same. But noise and light for me now. I used to never be sensitive towards light, but I am now. But I am extremely noise sensitive. Only I think because when I hear noise, when I say noise, meaning anything, it could be talking, it could be tapping, it could be like whistling, it could be anything. It shuts my brain off and I cannot hear anything myself. Like I can't get my words out when it happens. That a Peter Young passed? Or maybe Peter.
He had the iconic song, Hey Everybody Get Together Right Now.
Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. This world's tough.
Lori has a hard time listening to music. I love it, but I have sensory overload.
Same.
The only music Keely doesn't like is when it can't hear the words because they're screaming and their mouth is on the microphone.
I can't do that. And it's like I want to appreciate it more, but I'm so noise sensitive that I can't handle. But I do like music loud because I don't want to hear anything else because I can't then hear it. Makes sense?
Yes.
And Sarah's not that way. Sarah listens to her music to the point where you can hardly hear it. I'm like, how do you sing to that? You don't even know what they're saying.
It sounds very loud to me.
Like I literally can't hear it. Like when we first started dating and you would listen to, like, we go on our trips and you would listen to music, I literally was struggling because I can't hear it. Because all I can hear is the road sound.
Ivy loves almost everything. No grunge, though. I love 60s and 70s a lot. I love the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Music after 2010 took a downturn for me. Carolyn says that's death metal.
Death metal.
It's hailing
again.
Thanks.
Yes.
Michelle says, oh, fiddlesticks. Did I just... Again.
Dagnabbit.
Michelle loves country, oldies, 80s, Christian music as well. I'm not a fan of rapper music that vulgar. Carolyn likes it loud. Keely likes it. Oh, wait. But I do like, in this moment, Maria has a beautiful all-range voice. And they're both agreeing.
So, when you go on a road trip, do you listen to the same type of music on your road trip as you do like, or like when you're just sitting to enjoy music or whatever? How music? Is it the same music you would listen to like on a car ride or a road trip that you listen to like on a norm? Or is it different? Do you have like specific playlist type for that? What is it?
I just lost a piece.
Ay, ay, ay. I think the sky opened up. It got really cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you guys know what In and Out is? We are getting one within 15 minutes of us. And that is the closest I've ever had an In and Out. And I grew up in the town where In and Out was actually started. I love Bon Jovi too. I like Garth Brooks and Toby. I like all of those too, Nessa. You've heard of In-N-Out? It's bomb. It's such a controversial thing on the West Coast, though. It's like you either love it or you don't. And people are really passionate about not liking it if they don't like it. It's like a little bit of like the deep dish pizza versus like New York style pizza, like Chicago versus New York. We get a little beef going on out here. Right, Sarah? Because people will be like, oh, In-N-Out's so gross. And then other people are absolutely like, they're going to rock your world if you see that in front of them. Right?
Yep. Okay, Carolyn. Good. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Pleasure to have you. Can you grab comments? Because I don't know if I've been seeing them. I saw Michelle's Bon Jovi comment, but I don't want to miss anyone else.
Kathleen says, yes, yum. Michelle says, I've heard of In-N-Out. I'm going to have to go as well. You both have a good night. Robin. Okay, Robin, have a good night. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Toodles. We'll see you again, hopefully.
Ivy's only been to In-N-Out once. We don't have one anywhere near me that I know of.
Ivy, do you, where are you at? I don't mind. I know some people are sensitive to that.
Well, that little joker just straight up disappeared.
Oh, yeah. It's here somewhere. You found it last time.
Yeah.
Careful. Good night, Robin.
In-N-Out, extra grilled onions plus yellow peppers.
Oh, I've never had that. I've never had that. I get a double with animal style. And I get animal fries. I mean, because I only go like once a year at the very most. Because right now the closest one we have is an hour and a half away.
Yeah. Lori says, we had an In-N-Out, but not sure it's the same one.
Mm-hmm.
It was like white. The interior was like all white with red accents.
Mm-hmm.
And their cups were all white with red things on them too.
Very simple menu. Yeah. Very, very simple menu. It's like old 50s diner feeling. I really liked, like growing up, I really liked a lot of 50s music. Lots of it.
Nessa, I did that. It's not there.
What?
They said, check if a piece is in a fold of your shirt or something. Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Keely says, all right, question of the night is, oh wait, I'll hold up on that. MJ says, animal style is the way to go. And Lori said, yep, that was it. Not there anymore though. Wow. Question of the night from Keely. Who is keeping Peeps in business? Our youngest son. He loves Peeps.
Oh, Peeps. Like the candy? Yes, oh, Peeps. Lucas loves them.
Absolutely loves them.
He'll eat them
the moment he gets them.
Yeah, like he doesn't even like, oh, thank you. He's like, whoa, boom, open it, insert. You're like, oh, like a machine.
Yeah. And he likes just plain marshmallow as well.
He loves anything marshmallow.
Michelle said, I started loving the oldies. That was in Dirty Dancing.
Mm-hmm. Dirty Dancing's my jam.
And she says, Peeps.
I can handle a little bit of it, not like I used to. When I was a kid, yeah, bring it.
Ivy's in Oklahoma. Sorry for the delay. I was having connection issues.
Oklahoma.
I saw at the Dollar Tree store today. They had Dr. Pepper Peeps, says Keely.
Yes, they do, huh?
And they have like birthday cake and
all kinds.
Starburst something. Like it's crazy.
Cinnamon something or other.
Yeah. My daughter loves Peeps. She makes hot chocolate and floats a peep on top. Cute.
That's what Luke used to do.
Yeah, I love it.
Luke's a huge hot chocolate tea. He loves hot tea. Anything like that. But if we do hot cocoa, we always had some kind of peep marshmallow or something.
Yeah. When we took them to we took Luke and his friends to the mountain, I was like, we have to make sure we have hot chocolate.
The mountain now is in Mount Hood.
Yeah, it goes tubing, cosmic night tubing. And so we had water in our thermos, and then when the kids came off the mountain because they were like freezing, I made them all hot chocolate with the tiny marshmallows on top.
Cute.
And they loved it.
So they're able to with their little to-go cup, and how cute were they?
Yeah, it was so cute.
Able to sit in the back and just get warm on our way home. That's cool.
Ivy says, Dr. Pepper Peeps, what? That's wild.
Yeah.
MJ's friend does roasted Peeps.
Roasted Peeps? I've never heard of it, but I'm not saying that's not inventive. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Let's do that next time we go camping.
Yeah, we'll have to do that with Luke.
Yeah. He'll probably dig that.
Keely doesn't like marshmallows.
I like marshmallows in my stuff. I like warmed marshmallow sauce in my ice cream.
Yes, and also Jess likes fresh, warm, super chocolatey brownies with marshmallow on top, marshmallow whip, sprinkled with a little bit of pink salt, and then torch.
So good. It was so good.
Michelle says Dr. Pepper Peeps making the scrunchy face.
No, you don't like
them? Have devotees just like candy corn. Oh.
So, you know how people make s'mores when they go camping? Do you guys know what those little Debbie's are? They're like the peanut butter chocolate, wafer looking things.
The Nutter Butters?
Nutter Butters. We would take those and we break them apart, and we use that as our
Wait,
graham
Nutter
cracker.
Butter.
Not Nutter Butter. I always do that. Nutty Buddy. No, Nutter Butter.
And Nutty Buddy's the peanut shaped ones, right?
I don't want that one.
No, you want the wafer one.
Yeah. What's that one called?
Nutter Butters are so good. Michelle.
Okay, so not the cookie, the wafer one from Little Debbie's. So you take that and you use that as your
Nutty Buddy.
Nutty Buddy. Yeah. You use that as your base. Melt your marshmallow. Oh my God. It takes a flippin', what are they called? What's that dessert called? My brain shut off. That's what I'm just talking about.
Right? Nutter Butter? S'mores.
Takes it to a whole new level. I really liked that. That was fun. It was yum.
Candy corn was Keely's bomb.com snack back in the day, but not anymore, sadly.
They're different. They're different now because I really liked them growing up.
Oh. MJ
what
says stuff a waffle cone with banana slices, marshmallow, chocolate chips, and mini Reese's cups. Wrap it in foil, then put it on campfire.
Oh yeah. We're right. What's that one?
That sounds so good.
Write that one.
Write it down.
Amy's not here tonight, right?
I think they've been in and out.
Okay.
MJ says camp counselor days.
Well, thanks for the info. Come warmer weather time, we're going to be like, hey, MJ.
Or as I thought she was.
As long as she's okay. I'm not trying to be a nosy one. So when you go camping, do you camp first of all? If you camp, do you camp or glamp?
Nessa recently became allergic to bananas.
Oh, goodness
So
gracious.
sad I missed them.
No banana bread, no nothing? Oh, yeah. That would be a day.
Yeah. That would be.
You camp. Michelle camps, huh?
Amy's a glamper.
Okay. Amy's a permanent glamper, right? Perma-glamper?
We're
going to nickname you Permaglamp.
I went last May, I think. Nessa camps and glamps.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's 82. He can't camp. We glamp with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's your idea of glamping after we find out who all does what? Amy's what?
Amy says yes.
Okay.
Nessa loves kayaking.
I've enjoyed it. For sure. I've always been very outdoorsy. I mean, I did live outside for 2.5 years. I've always been a glamper or a camper.
Nessa says glamping is a 37-foot bounder RV.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I know some people that are like, camping is a 5-star hotel. So, to each his own. That's how I look at it. Sometimes I have no patience for camping and I want a 5-star hotel. Oops, sorry, love. I just stabbed you. I just literally stabbed her with this whack. Wow.
Nessa also has a 3-room tent.
I've had that when the boys were really little. I had a 3-room tent, and that thing was really hellacious to set up with 2 babies on your hip.
Michelle says, you won't catch me in a kayak. Nope.
Do you swim?
Camping is tent roughing it for MJ.
Camp tent these days is not happening to Jess ever. Like, I couldn't bear it.
Camping, I had to read that. Amy says we do too. Michelle, not that well.
Do any of you fish? Or used to, or have, or like it?
Nessa catching releases. It's okay. Hub and oldest grandson do. What do they do, Amy?
Catch and release.
Oh.
Fish, probably.
Nessa catches and releases.
Did Michelle just say no to camping?
I think to fishing.
To fishing?
That's how I took it, at least.
Yeah, you don't fish. Is that you don't like to sit there? You don't like to touch it? What don't you like about fishing? Sorry, Amy, I'm putting you on the spot. If you don't want to answer, don't. I get it.
Camping now is being able to crawl back on top of bed and calling it a day until caregiver comes over.
I hear you.
Michelle says touching the fish or the bait, yucky.
Okay. Sarah's been ice fishing before.
Yeah.
Tell them what that's like.
Cold as
AF.
Yes. And no matter how many times you've been on the ice, when you hear it crackle underneath you as you're walking, it's freaking scary. Amy says, "Oh, it's okay. I really sit there, color, and watch. I tried. I never catch anything, so I'd be bored."
Mm-hmm.
Are you holding your mouth just right?
What?
Yeah, like if you fish and you have a problem, you have to like hold your mouth just right, and they'll start biting.
Is that a trick?
Works for me.
Okay. Is it like a like trolls when you go bingo, or like little special dolls that you have to have?
I guess, yeah, probably.
Not sure, like technique.
Yeah, maybe. Michelle's sister fishes and went ice fishing. It's cold, but it's so fun.
Sarah's done a lot of outdoorsy things.
I have. And now my body doesn't like it, so.
So we color. I can't do it either, so it's not just Sarah. It's not Sarah's fault. That's where we're at in our lives now.
What fish did you catch while ice fishing? Man, you're gonna make me think. Every once in a while we'd get a walleye.
A who?
Walleye.
Walleye. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. It all ran together, so I wasn't sure what you were saying.
And then, it was mostly trout. Every once in a while you'd get like a crappie.
Crappie.
But it's mostly trout. Huge trout.
I guess that depends on where you're going to go ice fishing. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Gar. I don't know what gar is, Nessa. I know it's a type of fish, but I don't.
Are they not native here at all?
I'm not sure.
Because like we're in Washington. If you go to the other side of the country, you're gonna experience completely different things.
Did anyone ever go fishing in a boat and fall in the water? Asking Michelle.
I've never fell in the boat fishing. I have jumped in the water.
I've almost capsized a little boat because.
My God, are you serious?
Yeah. A tiny little man, I think it was probably 8 feet long and like 3.5, 4 feet wide. It was tiny. And I had a fish on and I was trying to like stand up and readjust. Well, the person that was working the motor was not doing well. And they put it into reverse right as I stood up. And
oh my gosh.
I the whole side of the boat was completely against the lake. Yeah. Common lake fish. Yeah, we don't have those here in our waters.
I don't think we have them where we're at or where we've been.
Yeah. MJ used to fly fish while visiting uncle in Idaho along salmon and snake rivers. Yes. Fly fishing is incredible. I took a class in college for fly fishing. It was a lot of fun. I used to make my own flies for salmon fishing. Keely says, my dad did Michelle, and I was too little to know what was going on. I thought he was drowning. I immediately started screaming and crying. Oh my gosh, how traumatic, Keely.
Yeah. Josette and I used to go fishing a lot.
With her dad, yeah?
Yeah. We would rather be out there on the boat fishing than go to the mall or anything else.
Yeah. Pet peeve of coloring books, when they put the image so close to the spine that it's hard to color.
Like this one?
That's S's pet peeve.
Mine too.
Ugh, just why?
I know. Take your time.
You know what annoys me is that, and also when it's a double page spread, and in the center at the spine, the images are so off it doesn't align.
Can we shut that window a little bit more?
Yes, ma'am.
My fingers are literally purple.
Okay, can I have like a few moments?
Yep. All the time you need.
Nessa says not a fan of double pages because of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of double spreads because it's so much work. My brain has to think longer like that.
Okay. Will you hold the camera, please?
Mm-hmm. Get set, go. Thank you.
Yes.
So mandalas or no mandalas?
Gar have the alligator-like snout, right? Lots of work. Ever see the Gorn color poster? Look it up. Oh, why don't you check it out?
You read it now.
Gorn? I like mandalas. Did you just ask that, Jess?
Yeah.
Amy?
Yeah.
Michelle says sometimes. Gorn.
So are we going to get the Kerby's creepy one coming out? I am. I'm excited to do it. I am excited about the techniques because we don't ever have anything like that in coloring books. I mean, we do, but not Kirby style. And I want to see, I want to figure that out.
I was thinking that too, Ivy, and get really big. Only know of them because Ohio Fish Rescue. The Gars. Kathleen says, oh, for sure. Michelle says, creepy.
It is creepy. But if I color it, would you watch or no? Like it's too much for everyone.
Nessa has to be in the mood for mandalas. And MJ says, mandalas at times when the brain is on overload. Some are complete trash, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ivy says, I'm a chicken, so I don't plan to buy that book.
Understood. Would you watch while I colored, or is that something like if I get it, I color it off camera? I'm not offended either way, guys. I just want to know because I don't want to just be, coloring up here and you guys are hating it.
Michelle says, yes, Jess, definitely. I'll be here as a loyal supporter and friend.
Yeah, but I don't want you to hate it. Like, I get it. It's not for everybody. There are so many people that are like, oh, heck no, I'm not getting that thing. No way am I looking at that.
Nessa says, I want the book, but on a budget, would love to watch. Ivy says, I probably wouldn't watch it, honestly.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty. It's no fun to sit here if you guys don't show up. So why color something you guys don't like? I know I can't appease everybody, but if the majority of people don't like it, there's no reason for me to bring it to the channel. That makes sense?
Yep. Michelle says, oh, Kathleen said they would watch. Michelle says, I won't hate it. It's just something I'm not sure if I want to buy. Probably not buy.
Mm-hmm.
MJ says, the new Kerby book won't be in my library.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are like, no, thank you. I get it. It is kind of gruesome. You know, it's not scary. It's gruesome. But that's just something I've not tried. I might get it and go, oh my gosh, that's gross. I'm not doing that. I don't really know. But I really want to, I know it sounds disgusting and morbid, but I really want to work on what it's like to do like those gross faces and like the like blood textures and stuff, because it's stuff that I'm not so good at. And I think it'll help me with a lot of my other books in shading.
Amy says, I don't know yet. And Nessa says, I think you'll like Undead Academy. My thoughts.
I've not been a fan of any other creepy books. Really, I just think Kerby's done a great job in it for doing a scary book. So I'm just anxious. I don't know. You know, I don't want to get a book if I'm not going to color in it often. So if we get that, Sarah, I think we should only get one. Unless you will color in it all the time.
Yeah, we'll definitely start with just one.
Mm-hmm.
Keely says, what about you can get it, just don't show it on your channel. Maybe not. What you think?
I think that's probably what I'll do, because a lot of people are really like, yuck. And I think, like I've said, like I'm really here to be here with you guys, because I can color anything anytime by myself. And so if it's going to be too much for the masses, then so be it, you know? That's why I'm asking, because I kind of like see this as like your channel, not really mine. I want to do what makes you guys happy. You spend your time here, and I'm going to be here, but you spend your time here. So I can't do my best for everybody every time. But I think ultimately it's how I feel about it. It's how I want to treat my channel.
Ivy says, I do like people's enthusiasm around the book. I am excited for everyone who's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Amy says, me too. I see some people coloring spooky pictures and they'd be so awesome to me. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, so I won't to do it.
She won't do it.
I want
she
to
won't
do
it.
I want to.
I hear you. I think you know, I'm just looking at it for the technique. And so maybe if somebody wants like to see something like that, they can reach out to me and say, hey, you know, have you colored in this and what you got, kind of a thing. And I know that it'll offend quite a people, so that's why I'm asking, because I don't know how you guys feel about it. But I want you guys to keep coming here, so I don't want to offend anybody, you know? Don't you know? I gotta warm my hands up. They're not working. It's not even cold in here.
15 minutes.
Poor Sarah sitting here in shorts, and I'm like pants, 2 long layers, a hood, and I'm purple. I'm purple.
Oh, my legs are pretty cold.
I'm like freezing. My nose is freezing.
Keely says, just when you get it and you've colored a few pages in it, can you please show me because I love your coloring?
Of course, Keely. I mean, I could probably post something, like I'll do a post or like a short or something. I don't know that I'll bring it to live because that's a long time for people to stare at something they aren't going to be attracted to.
Amy says, it's an adult coloring book, so how or why do people get offended?
Who said that?
Amy.
You know, I'm just gonna say I don't know. Is that fair? That's a really good idea, Nessa. That's when my body, because like right now I can feel my toes all the way up to the middle of my shins. No, calves, sorry. Or same thing. All the way up to that position in my leg. They're freezing. They're like honestly like ice cubes. And no. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We're all wherever we're at in it. And some people are really, really sensitive, like to things that are gory. I mean, some people will look at that and not be able to sleep. You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody's chicken or less than. It doesn't matter if it's scary to you or religious for you. It doesn't like matter. I'll respect everybody's stuff like that. They're freezing. They hurt. they're all honestly purple. Like my condition that I have like makes them, oh, and she's like a furnace. My hands are cold.
MJ says, take good care of your joints. I've been doing ankle pumps during the video trying to fight the cold.
Yeah.
Ivy is glad to have found this group. Y'all are a good crew.
Thank you. Thank you. We're really trying to, just show respect here. Ooh, look at that. Now they're turning weird colors because she pinched them.
Amy says, I'll save you, Ivy. LOL. That's my nickname for my hubby, Chicken Butt. But I don't want to see it and hide undercover later.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
Everyone has different tastes in regards to coloring. I'm not a fan of the Barbie or fashion type pics, says Nessa.
That's fair too. I mean, I don't. I do like to do a lot of clothing. But I mostly like to do dresses because I like to put in the. Excuse me. I like to put in like the detail and the curves and. Yeah, Lori, exactly. We're so happy you found us. And I just can't wait to keep building on just openness. And we are all different people with different walks of life and different everything. And I think that that's what's beautiful is being able to agree to disagree.
Yep.
Well, you do have a dollhouse book. That's cute. I never played with Barbie. Like I did not play with Barbie. Like I do not remember playing with Barbie.
Did I do that?
No, I'm just readjusting so that they can see a little bit more of what I did. Or at least try to show them what I did before we go. Apologize for the merry-go-round. Please look away. That didn't work out much better, but I'll move it. So we got the background a little bit done. I'm not done. This is what I usually do is kind of base my base, if that makes sense. So I'll come back in and decide what other mediums I'll do for this background because I will either have to pop my background or pop my flamingos. And so I actually think I might make the flamingos pop instead of my background, but I'm going to smooth out my background. Oh, thank you, Nessa. Then I've got started on some of the shadowing and stuff for the things. Honestly, these probably will get some Gamsol to push around some of the areas that I'm not quite happy with. And then I also got a little bit of the underwater done. These are going to be the inspiration that I got was that these are all, everything underneath here is teal. But I'm not sure if I want to do these in a sand color. With it to look like it's under the water. I'm trying to challenge myself, and I'm not sure what will be a challenge. I know it goes by so fast, doesn't it? Every single night. It's awesome. It's a wonderful way to spend time in my life, reconnecting with people and doing things I'm passionate about. So it does really go by fast. Yeah, but this is the thing. This is the start. And so I think tomorrow we'll pick up from here and go. Tomorrow night, because I have a little bit of color up here, I will start to balance the page. I kind of work like this all the time so that I'm not getting too heavy-handed in one area. And then next thing you know, now this has to be darker. Now that has to be darker. So take a break, step back. Miami Vice. Yeah. That's fun, Nessa.
Amy, if you want a page shared, you could send it to
Yeah. Send it to me really quick and we'll make you famous. You're right. With the 9 people that are in here, you're gonna be super famous with them. And yes, again, thank you so much for those thumbs up. Thanks for being here, lurkers. Burr, how are you not freezing?
I am. My legs are frozen.
Maybe your fingers are still a normal color.
They're cold.
That's cold, babe. Well, your face is hot.
Yeah.
You probably need to stand up and get some circulation. What is it that we could share our pictures here? Yeah, but will you so I can see what you're doing or no? Not the time. Ivy, that depends. It depends on if I. So I'm on a challenge right now to do backgrounds. So the first part of my coloring, I how to shade like all crazy nut. But I was so hyper fixated on that I didn't really concentrate on backgrounds or learn them. So I feel like I'm confident most of the time in my coloring that I don't need to hyper focus on that anymore, that I need to really backgrounds. So I've been making backgrounds my priority to do first, because I think that by the time I get done with all my images, I'm kaput and I don't have energy for it anymore. Covering up my background helps me go, oh my gosh, I don't have 900 million tasks to do. It's kind of a little bit how I can control my ADHD. So sometimes, like with the pictures, I will, if it's like smaller images, I'll color the images first and then do a background. I think it just depends. What do you do? Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Do you think wearing gloves with fingers? I do think I need to do that. Sarah and I were talking about that. I need to, it might make them more purple, but is important. Like I need to start wearing compression socks and probably compression underwear or leggings, all that stuff.
Amy.
What has she got? Oh, look at that orange. It's popped. Look at this. He's got some color. So that is right here in her picture. Look at that lady.
There's more on the page.
You know, you really, really do so well with Kerby. I really, really like seeing your work in Kerby. That's so good. I mean, I like seeing your work, period. Don't ever stop showing me. I just love, like, look what you're doing. Look at that shading. It's beautiful. She's getting even like the little tipsy poos there with like the lighter gradient. Yeah, look at you, Amy. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where you go with this. You like that tropical feel. You got like that up close and personal tropical feel to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Amy. And please feel free to send me your pictures when I'm live. Make sure they're appropriate. And I'm happy to share. And that's how the community gets to know each other, is seeing how we work. And not everybody has social media, but wants to show things off too. So, or if they have social media, they don't use it. But Amy is working her tail off in coloring. And please subscribe to everybody. I think I'll try and run down the list here. But we've got Amy that does shorts and content. Lori does content and lives. Keely is a solo colorist, and Nessa does a couple content, right? Mm-hmm. And then Ivy does content, and I'm trying to think. Michelle does content and lives. And I'm sorry, my brain's going to shut off and I'm not going to know all these. Who else do we got?
Kathleen does content.
Kathleen does content.
I don't think so.
Wait. Only on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to like make sure I spend time on everybody's social medias, trying to give love. You guys spend so much time with me here. And it's like I want to give back. And that's my way of giving back. You would go to the Instagram. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Slowly, it's okay. Take your time. You got all the time. You don't have to rush into knowing everything or coloring right away or, doing all the lives. I mean, I encourage it. The sooner you start, if you're interested in it, the sooner you start, the better it is. Don't wait to start. There's nothing to wait for. That's just my own little 2 cents. Of course. It's going to be a nice evening. I think we're going to try and go to dinner, but I'm not sure where we're going to go because Applebee's is not the greatest experience. And some of the restaurants like I had in mind, I'm like, oh, that's too far. Mm-hmm. But I guess we have to decide what kind of food we want.
Yeah.
We could always go pick up Applebee's and then like go have a truck date. Thanks for, you're welcome for sharing. Any questions before we go? Looks like we've got 6 minutes on the. Yeah, we don't get out. Like I went out the other day to take the kiddo back to his dad's, and like I came home that night. We were in bed by 8:00 and asleep by 10. As soon as we ended live last night, we were in bed.
Yeah,
and asleep by like I don't even think it's 10 o'clock.
No, like 9:30.
It was like 9:30 or something. We tried to watch a movie and we're like, we're so tired. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. The dang dog. And then I didn't go back to sleep until 7 and I was sick. Thank you, Keely. Thank you. I do appreciate everyone's kindness and politeness and respect that's offered here, even when we talk about or show things that other people don't have a liking for or belief in. We can all appreciate each other for being different and accepting that. And I just want to say thank you. Tomorrow night, put it away and not work on it so that it doesn't look like I'm doing things so fast. But I think I'll concentrate on different elements than the leaves tomorrow night. Balance it out. Anything else? Because I'm going to say toodles, my noodles.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for being here.
Good night. Thank you for those thumbs. you haven't on your way out, please think about thumbsing me up. Toodles, my noodles.